What's up everybody, it's your boy Jack here. Welcome to another video on the China Crew channel. On this channel we walk, talk, explore and defend China. If you've missed our previous video, please follow the link above. On today's video, another international COVID-19 news update from the highlights of the past week. Let's do it.
So you think you know China?
Or at least what other people have told you about it.
And that's fine.
But let us tell you what China is.
To us. Or even better.
Let us show you. A total of 30 new confirmed COVID-19 cases, 25 from abroad, 3 new deaths, and 47 asymptomatic cases were reported on the Chinese mainland as of Saturday midnight, according to China's National Health Commission. On the same day, Chinese health authorities said 213 patients were discharged from the hospitals, bringing the total number of recovered cases to 76,964. An asymptomatic infected person in Wuhan was transferred to confirmed case on April 3rd. The patient received several express deliveries without washing his hands. The building where the patient lived had one confirmed case. A community infection cannot be ruled out. The Chinese government has facilitated the donation of 1,000 ventilators to New York, set to arrive at JFK Airport today, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said on Saturday. Zhou Cai, the billionaire co-founder of the Chinese technology and e-commerce company Alibaba, and his wife Clara Wu Cai have donated 2.6 million masks, 170,000 goggles, and 2,000 ventilators to New York. The Chinese national flag was flown at half-mast at downtown Beijing's Tiananmen Square on Saturday to mourn people who died in the fight against COVID-19. Public recreational activities were suspended across the country to express deep condolences of the people of all ethnic groups for their martyrs and compatriots. The day of mourning coincides with the start of the annual Qingming Tomb Sweeping Festival, when millions of Chinese families pay respects to their ancestors. At 10 a.m. Beijing time, the country observed 3 minutes of silence to mourn those who have died, including frontline medical workers and doctors. Cars, trains, and ships sounded their horns and air raid sirens were wailed. China's consular office in Chicago said it has plans to bring back overseas Chinese students in the U.S. via a chartered flight. About 1.6 million Chinese students study abroad, of which 410,000 are in the U.S. A man from central China's Henan province was sentenced to 1.5 years in prison for hiding his overseas travel history in March to avert the government's mandatory quarantine for COVID-19. Hong Kong started to implement a new measure on Friday to temporarily close bars and other liquor-selling premises as the total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases increased to 845. The new measure, which is due to last for 14 days, starting from 6 p.m. local time on Friday, is applicable to bars, pubs, and other premises exclusively or mainly used to sell liquor for on-site consumption. Spain is to extend the coronavirus state of emergency until April 26. Spain's death toll rose to 11,744 on Saturday from 10,935. It is the second day in a row that the number of new deaths had fallen. Thailand is to temporarily ban all passenger flights from landing in the country, effective from Saturday through to the end of Monday. Saudi Arabia announced a lockdown and a partial curfew in 7 neighborhoods of the Red Sea city of Jeddah, starting on Saturday. Bahrain allows transit through Bahrain International Airport for passengers from all nationalities. Entry would remain restricted to Bahraini citizens, residents of the kingdom, and travelers holding a letter of prior permission to enter. Dubai announced a 2-week lockdown starting on Saturday 8 p.m. Dubai warned that mobility would be restricted and legal action taken against violators, adding that supermarkets and pharmacies as well as food and drug delivery services would continue to operate as normal. Companies in the U.S. are starting to screen employee temperatures as they clock in for work. At Walmart and Amazon facilities, hundreds of thousands of employees will soon get their temperature taken when they report to work. Home Depot is giving its employees thermometers and asking them to check for a fever at home. Starbucks is sending thermometers to stores to allow employees to do voluntary self-monitoring. U.S. cases continue to rise faster than other countries. Meanwhile, the number of confirmed coronavirus cases in the U.S. has topped 300,000, and there have been more than 8,100 deaths, according to the data collected by Johns Hopkins University. U.S. President Donald Trump announced in a press briefing that the government is now recommending Americans to wear cloth face coverings on a voluntary basis, as many people have proven to be asymptomatically infected. But he added that he would not be wearing one. U.S. economy lost 701,000 jobs last month, and the unemployment rate rose to 4.4%, the Labor Department said on Friday. The leisure and hospitality industries saw the sharpest decline, with 460,000 jobs lost. Britain is temporarily releasing about 4,000 inmates to ease crowding and try to slow the spread of the coronavirus in prisons. Pregnant prisoners or those with infants have also been approved for release. Britain has one of the largest prison populations in Western Europe, with more than 80,000 people behind bars. 88 inmates and 15 prison staff have tested positive for COVID-19. 3 prisoners have died so far. The United Kingdom has recorded 708 new deaths from coronavirus, the largest one-day rise since the outbreak began. According to figures released by the Department of Health and Social Care, a total of 4,313 have now died in the UK. The figures are current to 5 p.m. on April 3rd, but were released a day later. The number of confirmed cases of coronavirus as at 9 a.m. April 4th is 41,903. Nearly 8% of staff working for the UK's National Health Service are currently off sick, Health Minister Matt Hancock said in an interview with Sky News on Friday. Ukraine sent 20 doctors and nurses to Italy to assist their Italian colleagues and to gain field experience. They will be deployed to the region in central Italy for 2 weeks. Iran's death toll from the coronavirus outbreak climbed to 3,452 on Saturday, with 158 more deaths recorded over the past 24 hours. France now has more cases of the coronavirus than China, as the number of confirmed cases reached 83,029, according to data from Johns Hopkins University. Italian authorities in the northern Italy region of Lombardy are ordering all citizens to wear masks when outside. According to a statement issued by the region's president, Antilio Fontana, members of the public are now obligated to cover their nose and mouth with masks or even through simple scarves when leaving the house until April 13th. Japan recorded 314 new cases of the novel coronavirus and 6 more deaths on Friday, according to the country's health ministry. It marked the first time that Japan has recorded more than 300 new cases in a day. Of the new confirmed cases, 89 were from Tokyo alone. Tokyo Governor Yoriko Koike is asking residents of the prefecture to refrain from going outdoors unless necessary this weekend in order to slow the spread. Koike warned that the situation in the Japanese megacity is worsening and could be on the verge of a massive outbreak. The Australian government has set over 2 million people on temporary visas, including students, skilled workers, and visitors in the country, should go home as soon as possible amid an economic downturn and joblessness due to the coronavirus pandemic. There are 2.17 million foreigners currently in Australia on different temporary visas and are extremely valuable to the Australian economy and way of life, Alan Tudge, the acting immigration minister, said Saturday in a statement. But, Tudge said, temporary visa holders who are unable to support themselves under these arrangements over the next 6 months are strongly encouraged to return home. For these individuals, it's time to go home and they should make arrangements as quickly as possible. This does not include permanent residents, he said. Thanks everyone for watching. If you like this content, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Please share this video with your friends and keep them updated. This is Jack, signing off from Xi'an. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
I've not been